Hey, this is Captain Horfe, and welcome to episode 17 of Horfe Plays Resonant Rise 3. So, since last time, I've done a little bit of work on a couple things. First off, I've got some travel anchors, so I can hop up to bed real quick. Power room, blood altar. I've flattened out the blood altar so you can just walk in here. I've also, thanks to, I think it's uniques that either blow up when they die, or maybe the mobs are getting hostile on each other. I've had to obsidian up in here because I had to protect my runes with obsidian, and the dark glass isn't really so necessary anymore. But as you can barely hear because of the muffler, mobs are dying in there, and everything is still going well. I did make a ton of slates, yeah, but I put them up in there. I have about 50 of the tier 2 and about 20 of the tier 3. I found a use for the Steve's Workshop as well. It's got this weird visual glitch that just, ugh. But I can have ready-made recipes for the progressive miner. Like, oh, it needs a pickaxe? Let me just grab a pickaxe for it. And I just use a little bit of the iron that it finds. And as you can see, everywhere that this is cobbled up, I've been running this, and actually, the results have been not bad. See, look at that. A little bit of everything, some diamonds, and cool. So let me just hop back up to here. So what I want to do now, though, is, especially now that I have a spawner that's basically giving me free mob drops in abundance, I don't really want to deal with mobs outside my base anymore. I was going to build a huge wall around my base, but I'm really at the point now where I can explore other options, namely the QED. So, well, not the QED itself, but something you make with the QED. So, very expensive recipe if you don't have a good supply of ender pearls and diamonds and obsidian. We have a good supply of obsidian, ender pearls, and diamonds. So, and then let me grab some plates because I know there's a crafting bench involved. Let's make the crafting bench. A QED is basically like a fancy crafting bench for extra utilities. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me take off this night vision real fast. Cost mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ender infused obsidians. I'm going to need 4 burnt quartz, so let's get started on that. And, God, where is my burnt quartz? Hello! Oh, let me find. Of course, as soon as I cut, it's the next chest I look in. So, it looks like we need 4 blocks of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these, and we'll just cook them. Oops. Cook, 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 cook. Alright, and then what were the other things we needed? 2 Eyes of Ender, so we need blaze powder. Alright, that one's not quite as tough to find. Alright, so 2 Eyes of Ender, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 Eyes of Ender. With a crafting table, we need 5 Ender infused obsidian. I think 2 of these will get us enough for everything. And then Diamond Etched Computational Matrix. Once we grab our burnt quartz, block of coal, obsidian, obsidian. Where did the burnt quartz go, I wonder? I wonder if it went with the other quartz. Oh, there's burnt quartz. Oh, because it's extra utilities. And make me one of these. Let's put it all together. And we have a QED. QED we can just drop down right here. Of course, we can't remember there's power behind here. Of course, if I remember right, the QED also needs some other block to power it. And I forget the name of the block. So let me look up that block name. And we'll make one or two of those. And then last but not least, we will get started on that magnum torch. Oops. Alright, so it looks like what I'm looking for is the Ender Flux Crystal, which is going to be more of this Ender Infused Obsidian. I have 2 left. I'm going to need to make more. Ender Infused Obsidian. It's easy to get. More of that. And let's make one more Eye of Ender. I'm just going to make, I think one of these is plenty for now. I basically just want it to work. So, we want to make a magnum torch. Magnum torch. That way I don't have to build a wall and I can continue this cool little open air base design that I've got going that I like. So we need 2 pieces of wood. Fireproof? I wonder if it has to be fireproof. Probably not. Probably any wood will work. Because otherwise it would require forestry, and that would be odd. Alright, so we need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chandeliers, and then, ooh, we have to make some potions. Alright, so we're going to need 10 gold, 5 diamonds, and a bunch of torches. Bunch of torches. Got the diamonds. Got the gold. Let us make 5 chandeliers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me just grab some normal wood. What else? Okay, well here's the fun part. We need a potion of healing and a potion of regeneration. All the potions we make use other mods, so I'm actually gonna have to make a vanilla brewing stand and actually use it to make vanilla potions. What is this world coming to? This is really just ridiculous. Oh my god. It makes me sick. But, you know, we do what we must. So let me just pop this guy right here. I'm going to take a look at the recipes for vanilla potions, actually. Let's see. What do we need? Potion of regeneration, potion of healing. And they both got to be number 2. So number 1 is a gas tier and an awkward potion. And this one is a glistering melon. So I need a gas tier, a glistering melon, some water bottles, some nether wart. I can do this. Alright, so it's been a while since I've made just a normal vanilla potion. But, let's see what we can do here. I believe we take our water bottles. And we got 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to toss some nether wart in the top and let the brewing begin. So when this is done, what we should end up with, if I remember right, is 3 awkward potions, which is basically a bottle of water that's ready to get funked up. It's the best way I can think of to describe it. Alright, and we got 3 awkward potions. So next, we're going to put an awkward potion in there with a glistering melon. I'm actually going to do 2 because this is straight up healing. Could save my life. Actually, no. I want to do the other one with the gas tier. Me and my last minute decisions. Boom. Alright, we got a potion of instant healing. Then we're going to put the other 2 potions in here with a gas tier. And this should give us regeneration. I've never done brewing in Minecraft. Only through mods. Alright. And now I want to throw all 3 potions in here and drop a glowstone in there. So they all get a little kick in the pants. Because it's got to be level 2s. And we're almost done. Just another second here. Alright, regeneration 2, instant health 2, regeneration 2. Should have everything I need for the QED now. So, what's that recipe? Alright, so now we're going to just see if I need some kind of fancy wood. And, oh, darn it, what was the last two? Oh yeah, the potions. And we have regeneration on the left and healing on the right. Healing on the right. That's a magnum torch. And let the work begin. Now the more of these things you build, supposedly the faster this is. I really don't care how fast this is. I'm not going to build a ton of stuff with it. One is enough. I might end up putting the one on top of it. That would look kind of cool. Alright, well, we'll get back to you as soon as the torch is done. And ta-da! We have a magnum torch. So, magnum torch is a thing of beauty. If you want mobs around your base, don't use this thing, because it will absolutely stop that from happening. So I'm just going to place it right here. Take those silly torches off the roof. And now we are mob protected. Now it shouldn't stop, because it's a curse. There's a special spawning mechanism. It shouldn't be stopping this. And in fact, it doesn't look like it is. So that's great. And as you can see, mob drops are just flowing in. It's really nice. Alright, well, I have something very specific I wanted to work on this episode, and it wasn't the Magnum Torch. That was more of a side thing that was overdue. What I really want to work on this episode, well, to be honest, I don't know how to do it without making just a vanilla diamond pick. I've tried other things, and this just seems to be the only thing that actually works. So, since we have to put the diamonds into making it, we're going to try to enchant it up and see what we can do with it. So, give me a minute and we'll see what we can get. Well, according to Ender IO Enchanter, if you go to Book of Quill and Obsidian, and 22 levels, which I have 0 levels, 10, 20, 1, 2, 22 levels. We can get Unbreaking 3, perfect. I mean, if I'm going to use a diamond pick, let's use it. And I believe I had efficiency already, so we're going to go use the Botanical Enchanter. And I just thought I might start doing this with the picks that I use. I'm not going to bother with Fortune because we're really only going to use this to mine one thing. And we might as well wait. Well, we got time. So we'll throw the diamond pick in here. Where's my fancy wand? There it is. So book, wand smack. Pull in your mana. And great. Alright, so now we got a diamond pick with efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3. That's going to be great. It's going to help us get through what we need to get through that much quicker, because digging through it is slow. And with the unbreaking, hopefully I will never need to make another diamond pick. So if you look at the map, I can already see one of our destinations just to the west over here. So we're just going to fly straight due west. Up, up, and away. This really is the only way to fly. It's hard to... One of the things that gets you the most spoiled when you do this kind of stuff, because... Good God. Does it suck not to be able to fly and to have to walk around all this crap. Alright, well, we're zooming in on it. Oh, we're almost there. this is the first of what will probably be many sky stones that I have to dig through. So what we want to do is try to find the absolute center, which is about right here. Alright, and then turn off hover. I said turn off hover. And then I'm just going to try to dig straight down. Okay, come on. Now normally what you're looking for in one of these is in the middle. So we're going straight for the middle. At least that's my understanding. This is the first time I've always had other people do this for me. Because I suck. Now I tried all kinds, oh, there's the chest. I tried all kinds of stuff to get this to work. And, okay, so we got logic and engineering. So that's 2 of the 4 presses that we're going to need in order to do applied energistics. Well, that wasn't so bad. Let's see where we might have other meteors. I know I've seen them. Looks like there's one up here. I know there's one here down in the desert somewhere. Let's start with going over here and getting this one. So I'll be right back as soon as we're there. Alright, so here we are, and there's actually a pretty cool looking little town next to it, so yeah, I like that little blockage generator out there on the edge of the town. So, you know, always game to raid a town in the middle of something important I'm doing. Oh, that's all very nice, actually. So, proper villagers. Usually I don't live long enough for me to trade with them, but, you know, maybe one of them will toss up some emeralds or something. Don't really see a ton of buildings. I think this is a building. Yes, some kind of building with a funk. No, that's a different building. Hey, this is very similar to the building I started in. I remember this design. I don't find the door to this building. Okay, there it is. Wonky place for a door. Alright, well, there's not much in this village. Let's get back to the task at hand. And that would be mining sky stones. Hey, look, it's one of those giant flowers. I think that might be one of those weird garden biomes that's all giant flowers. Alright, center. I think this is the center. Turn off hover for the love of God. Maybe this is not the center. Alright, let's dig out and find this guy. Oops, I think I just accidentally broke it. Calculation, engineering, logic, and... Wow! 2 sky stones and I found them all. What are the chances? I am just a lucker and a half. Alright, I'm done. Let's go home with the goodies. Wow. That was just a little bit silly. Normally, you have to go through about 5 or 6 of those to get all of the ones you need. But, you know, some boys get all the luck. Alright, see you when I get home. Alright, I'm back home with all my new stuff. I set up a new refined relocation chest just for AE. So you can see I've got a decent amount of Certus quartz. And I got 15 charged Certus. Now normally you would want to split this up and then wait forever for it to turn into seeds, but I'm not going to do that. I might have to at some point. I don't know if there's recipes that require pure. I know some of the chips you have to make or whatever do. Where is my nether quartz, man? I'm going to be so glad when we're using AE. I've rearranged these recently, which is why I'm having so much trouble finding it. Yeah, this is just a testament to what I won't have to be doing soon. Let me take off this ring of magnetization, grab some redstone, and take a little nap, because it's getting dark. Now we're gonna go outside and yeah, been rearranging a bit. And by rearranging, I mean I accidentally broke my botania chest and the flowers went everywhere. Alright, won't be a problem soon. So let me find a little bit of water. Son of a gun. I should be able to do it here, right? So, charged Sardis, nether quartz. There was a redstone I just picked up. Meep! Let me go get the redstone. I thought I picked some up. Alright, so, back up here. Let's see, is charge quick Sardis, nether, redstone. Pink! Alright, let's do about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh. Oh. I have 16 now. Cool. Each one must give you 2? Lovely. Well, now I've got some of this Fluix crystal, and I can start making things. First thing being a charger. Charger is just some Fluix and iron. This will let me make more charged Certus. This charged Certus is a pain in the ass to mine, so you definitely want to be able to make it on your own. Next thing I want to do is make a crystal. What's it called? Accelerator? Yeah, crystal growth accelerator. That's going to require a block of Fluix, damn. It's going to require, it might require more Fluix than I'm sure I can get enough Fluix to get this together. So quartz glass is nether quartz dust, Certus quartz dust, and some glass. And the glass cable is quartz fiber, a little more of that ground quartz. The Fluix block, it's only 4. I thought it was going to be 9. 4 is not too bad. Alright, let me get the stuff I need to, let's see. Let's do this now. Fluix, and let me get the stuff I need to make this. This is going to be a complicated recipe. Alright, so after setting it up and ripping it out a few times, this is what I have so far. Just infrastructure at this point. I have an energy acceptor. It's feeding an inscriber, which I'll use to make all the chips I need, and a charger, which I will use to make more charged Certus. I already used it to make a couple. If you go outside, we have a vibration chamber here, which just takes coal to make AE energy, and it's sitting on top of a crystal growth accelerator, so that I can grow these little guys quicker. Yeah, 6% already, not bad. So those should be done in like a minute or 2, actually. And so for a little bit of coal, we can really speed up the production of those. I want to get those pure crystals done. In the meantime, let's see, where do I keep silicon? The Ender IO stuff. Maybe I just don't have it. Oh no, there's some silicon. One thing we're just going to need a ton of is silicon presses. Pretty much every chip requires a silicon press. So throw the press in there and throw the silicon in there. Very slow, very manual. It won't be forever. One of the first things I actually want to make, and I think it's going to require one of those pure crystals, is a calculation press, so that I can make a card with a calculation processor, which is, yeah, pure Certus. I can actually make cards to make the stupid inscriber go faster. That's the first thing I'm going to do with my first money. Alright, so my Certus quartz was done cooking up, so I'm making a few calculation processors now. Actually, I need specifically 2 calculation processors. And I've made the silicon to go with it. So once you got that, then you just need redstone. And to make the actual chip, it's always whatever type of chip it is, a silicon and a redstone. And we got our calculation processor. Let's get another one. We're going to need 2 to make these cards. We're also going to need 4 diamonds and some other goodies. So, yeah, 4 diamonds and some redstone and iron. Iron. Got the redstone. Should be able to make, where is it? Advanced cards. Oh, let me grab the diamonds. And advanced cards. 1, 2. Now we got 4. And then we want to turn 3 of them into acceleration cards. That's just a Fluix crystal. I wonder if pure Fluix will work. It will. Cool. Alright. Now when I slam these in here, and I, for example, start making calculations. Yeah, that's much faster. Yeah, that I can live with. Alright, so let me start making chips, and then eventually I gotta build up to make an ME drive, ME crafting monitor, and then just basically couple probably cables and stuff, and some discs. So let me get the chips together to do that. I put the silicon press back in here, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I think I have what I need now to make an ME drive. Alright, so 2 engineering processes. Those require diamonds and some cable, which I have left over, and boom. And do you have any more cable left over? I think we're just going to put the drive here for now. And then the next thing we want to make is the terminal. So ME terminal starts with illuminated panels. Oops, I need to be... So, I don't know this all bright and dark panel, but I get 3 illuminated panels. It's just quartz glass and some vanilla stuff. And then formation core is Certus, Fluix dust, and a logic processor. And you get 2. Annihilation core is the same, except I think it uses another quartz. Yep. And you get 2. And I've got another gold logic chip. And there's my terminal. I actually want to make it a crafting terminal, so I'm going to need a calculation processor, which I do have, and a humble crafting table. I really love crafting monitors. I think they're just awesome. So this, and this. Crafting terminal. A much bigger table, indeed. I can just put it above the drive for now. Only problem is we don't have any storage yet, so the one thing we have left to do is make discs. I usually start by filling my first drive with 1K discs and then making bigger discs later. Oh, where are? Alright. So yeah, I want to make 8 of these 1K discs, or 12, or however many this drive holds. So to do that, per disc I'm going to need 4 Certus quartz and a logic processor, which is a gold chip. So let me figure it out and get back to you. Alright, so I've made 10 of these logic processors. It's just a gold chip, silicone chip, and redstone. You bind them together. You saw me do it earlier with different chips. I've got a bunch of leftover. No, that doesn't go in there, silly. So basically, these logic processors are going to be used to make 1K storage components. And I've got a lot of... You definitely want to use pure Certus. Double your Certus. You want Certus doubling before you start doing crazy stuff like this. So there's 10 of those, and then 1. Alright, better than 6. And now what am I missing? I think I need more redstone. And I'm gonna need more of this quartz stuff, aren't I? 12, 11, 10. Actually, 11, 12, because I see we've got 3 already ground up. I'm gonna throw more in here. The reason I'm grinding up nether quartz is because it's really, even though I haven't done it in a while, and I'm low, it's really easy to go to the nether and just mine up an absolute ton of quartz. So once this quartz glass is finished, in the meantime, let's make as many of these as we can. These do not stack, so keep that in mind. And let's start tossing them in here. 1, 2. The reason I make 1Ks is because no matter how big the disc is, they only hold 63 item types. And when you get started, you're more concerned about the amount of items you have than... You don't really have a ton of stuff where you've got like hundreds of stacks of them. So later I'll make a second drive that has bigger discs, including some really big discs for... for stuff like cobblestone from quarries, etc. For the big ticket items. Here's another 16. We should be able to make up more of this stuff. You go through a lot of this quartz glass. And then I should be able to make up more discs. Alright, cool. I think I can make the rest of the discs now. Pop those in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so now we have 10 1K storage, so that's 630 different types of items, and like 10,000 individual units. So now for the fun part, how do we get everything into the system? I think what we're going to do is create an interface, rather than do it all by hand, do the crafting station, which we can do. Yeah, I probably should just do that, shouldn't I? Yeah, an interface could get messy. So what I'm just going to do is dump literally everything. The time I make an interface and all that jazz, probably should have just done it by hand. So I am tearing down my refined relocation system as soon as I get everything out of these chests. Emptying the barrels is going to be fun. So I'm probably going to do that off camera, and then we'll do a little wrap up and maybe a couple other things to get our system going. But yeah, apply to Energistics. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, after a little bit of work, we converted this whole room of barrels and chests and other goodies into this. Yeah. Looking nice. And from the looks of it, yeah, see, this is why item types matter more at the beginning than data, because look at these. Full, full, full. None of them come close to hitting their data limit. This one, might hit his data limit. Some of these might hit their data limit, but for the most part, they're hitting item limits. So, we still have... Well, we only have one disk that's untouched, but that's okay. We'll probably get a second drive going at some point. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items on this channel, I believe, or 5 channels. So we have about 3 more channels to go before we have to build a controller and all that. Anyway, all in all, I'd say it's a very successful episode. We've gotten the mobs from spawning around our base. If we look at our sigil, even with the sigil, even with the mobs not spawning around the base, the Magnum Torch does not prevent my Blood Altar from working. Doesn't prevent the Cursed Earth from doing its thing. So we're about halfway full on Life Essence. And as you can see, this thing I just emptied before I started recording, and already we got more of everything. So, all in all, very successful. We've got an AE system. Next episode, I will probably work on it a little bit more, and then I've got a ton of things I can work on now. Getting this set up kind of became a priority just because I was swimming in stuff. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to work on next time. I don't really have much of a preview, but until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you've enjoyed the series so far. I'm really having a blast, and I will see you next time.